Hello, friends. Happy freaking Tuesday, or whatever day it is that you're watching this. For me, it's Tuesday, it's April 30th, and if you are in the booktube world, you probably know what that means. It's Kobo Color Day. I'm very excited. I've kind of made a little bit of a impulsive decision to go out and get the Libra color. Now, you may be saying, Kate, why would you do that? You recently got the Kindle signature paperwhite. And now you sound a lot like my fiance. But I do have my reasons, and I think that they're very valid. And I'm excited to just kind of figure out what platform is right for me. And I do have a feeling that Kobo is the way to go. I am glad I didn't buy a Kobo before the color one came out, because otherwise I would be really salty right now. Not that I read a ton of graphic novels. I don't think I've ever read a graphic novel, but I like to have the option. And I also like that the new Libra color can be used with the stylus, and you can take notes with it as well. I don't know if my chapters is going to have the stylus in stock, but we shall see. I didn't pre-order it because I'm like, you know what? I would rather just go, and it's an excuse for me to get out of the house. As somebody that does not really work a traditional job, I don't get out of the house much. So this is going to be a good excuse for that. And I have some things that I need to put in the mail. So we're gonna do that today. And I'm bringing you along. And then I'm gonna do like an unboxing / first impressions of the Kobo Libra color, as long as I get my hands on it, later in this video. So if you're seeing this, that probably means that I got it, or you'll see me being very disappointed in a couple seconds here. Anywho, I'm gonna hit the road because the store opens at 10 and it is almost 9:30. So I'm gonna go, and I guess you guys are coming with me. So like, come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Okay, you two, I will be back. You two be good. You have water and everything, and I love you. And I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll be like an hour, not even. Okay, bye. All right, we're back home. I'm a little bit warmer than I was when I left because I definitely rushed my little butt back home because I'm so excited. The bag has been secured and we're gonna do a little unboxing together. So at my local chapters, they only have a few, I think, in stock, which makes sense. But funnily enough, I got there literally within like not even 10 minutes of the store opening, and already there was a guy in front of me who was being helped before I got there, who was also buying this. So I wasn't the only person that was like gonna go for the open. But anyway, got it. I got the black version, and then they had this like beige cover, which I did not see beige as an option for pre-order, but I really liked it. I like the neutral. It's just like very chill. And then here is the box for the Kobo. I'm gonna flip you guys around and we can open this and do our little unboxing. I'm so excited. Okay, so we have the Kobo Libra color here, as well as the sleep cover case. I'm just gonna take this out of the packaging first. So This case already might not be the one that I want. I wanted the cover that like folds into like a little triangle so that you can have it propped up. But for now, I will keep this for now. So already that's a little bit of a flop for me. That's my own fault though for not checking that. I feel kind of silly for not checking that, but that's probably why I didn't see this color. But who knows, maybe I'll like this case. We'll give it a try for sure. And it has a spot here for the stylus too, but she said that they didn't have those in store yet. So I'm like, that's fine, whatever. That is that guy. And now for the main event, the Kobo Libra color. Let's open her up. Does it open like a little book? Okay, and she said that, oh, look at that. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Look, it's so beautiful. She said that with Kobo, there's also a year warranty, which I'm sure will say all the things in here. But for quick start guide, cool. And then all the rest that comes in here is the charging cable, which is right under here. Look at that, wow. I'm gonna make sure to keep all of the packaging just in case. And let's close this up. This box is so nice. Love it, but here we go. We're gonna peel off this guy. Ooh. And press the button on the back. So here's the back. I like that it's textured. I thought that this was gonna be raised up a little bit here, but it's not. It's completely flat on the back. I guess the raised part is here, like in the front a little bit. And then here is the charging port. Cool, so let's go ahead and boot her up. That's on this side. This is so exciting. And there we go. Okay, so we'll go English. Welcome to Kobo. So far, when doing the like typing on here, it's really, really snappy, a lot quicker than I expected it to be. And obviously I haven't, like you can see there's like a little bit of lag when it's doing the loading there, but that's whatever. It's expected considering that this is just an e-reader. It's not like a big fancy tablet, right? It's supposed to do its job of allowing you to read without books, without physical books. I think with the stylus, it's going to be an even more complete kind of low-tech option for me for like journaling and whatnot, especially since I do love to journal in physical books, but I don't love having journals everywhere. All right, so now I've got the Kobo account set up with everything, and this has popped up here saying Kobo Plus, $9.99 per month. I plan on using this mostly for library books, although I would like to see kind of what is offered on Kobo Plus, so I might start the free trial and we'll give it a go. See, I like this plus listen. I like the audiobook option. So I think we'll do that one for the free trial because I do think that that would be what I use. Okay, and It has all my information already in here. Cool. And there we go. Amazing. Sweet. So obviously I need to put books on this, and I do have quite a few books in my Kindle library that I would like to try on here, and I followed somebody else's tutorial on how to put Kindle books onto a Kobo, and obviously I haven't officially done it yet, but I'm gonna try it in a little while here. But yeah, that is my kind of starting of my Kobo journey. Okay, so we're trying the mic situation again. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, so it's been about a week since I got my hands on the Kobo Libra color. You can see I'm reading Kingdom of Ash. And I have thoughts in comparison to the Kindle, and they're mostly positive, so that's good. I think that both of these e-readers have their place. Do I think you abso-freaking-lutely need both? No. Is it overkill to have both? Potentially. I've learned so much based on owning both of them. I've been using the Kobo almost exclusively. The Kindle, I do miss using it. However, the benefits of the Kobo for me as a person who lives in Canada, and that does have an impact on this. If I had to pick one, I would probably go Kobo. Now, I can't say too much about like the Kobo shopping experience yet because I haven't purchased anything yet from the Kobo store. So we have to keep that in mind also when I'm going over all of this stuff. There is a way to get books from your Kindle to your Kobo, and that is what I've been doing so that I can read on here. But you know what? Let's just get into my thoughts of this initially. Firstly, the case. I bought the wrong case. I thought that I was getting the sleep cover that like folds into the little triangle so that you can like have it propped up, because a lot of the times when I'm reading, I don't want to be holding this. If I'm sitting here at the table, sometimes I'm reading while I'm doing my nails, or I'm reading while I'm cooking or whatever. And I don't want to have to be holding this. Now with this cover, this is totally my fault also, just to point out. You can have it kind of propped up like this. It is a little bit more finicky. So as you can see here, I do have it propped up, and it does function. Like I can work it this way. It's not necessarily the most sturdy thing. Like this has fallen over, but it does work. So is it meant to do this? I don't really know. But yeah, that's where this is at. However, the plus side to having this particular case is that it does have the spot here for your stylus. We're going to talk about the stylus. This is not the Kobo stylus 2. This is another stylus that I purchased off Amazon for literally half the price. And it does work. However, as you can see, the case doesn't fully close, which kind of defeats the purpose of the sleep case. I don't know if it's just my case or if it's just that this pen is the slightest bit too thick. I don't know. And I'm not sure if it's worth, I'm not sure if this is a big enough issue for me to go for the stylus 2. That's kind of where we're at as far as like the stylus situation. As far as reading experience goes, this is super comfortable to hold. It is awesome to have the buttons. One of the buttons on mine, I don't know if this is just a me problem or like this particular device. I heard one other person mention this, that one button is a little bit stickier than the other. This one here is nice and clicky all the time. This one here is only clicky when you hit it directly in the middle. Otherwise, it's like a soft press. And it does work, and it does what it's supposed to do. However, the soft press bothers me ever so slightly, because depending on how I'm holding this, whether it's like in one hand, or this is more so an issue when I have it propped up like this, because pressing the next button with the soft press does take a bit more pressure. That would be the only thing I have to say about the buttons. Other than that, I freaking love the buttons. I love the size of this. It is actually smaller than I expected it to be. With this shape, I expected the Kobo to be a bit bigger, but it's actually quite comparable in size to the Kindle. You can see it's a very ever so slightly shorter, and of course it's a bit wider. So in more technical specs / things that I noticed about the Kobo Libra color is that she's a little bit slower than the Kindle. It's not a huge deal. However, in today's modern world, people are so used to like clicking on things and having them load immediately. But here, let's just see how long it takes to open my book. It takes a moment. And also, your orientation does take a minute to flip around and like situate itself. Not a huge deal. I'm really glad that I can move it like this and the orientation fixes itself, but it's not immediate. So, something to keep in mind. Is that a deal breaker for this? No. The pros of the Kobo, for me personally, I will deal with a little bit of lag. Like, it's not a huge deal. Okay, so if we're gonna get really down to like nitpicking things, pros and cons, I hate where the power button is on this guy. It's on the bottom. And when I am bracing my Kindle like this, even if I had the pop socket on there, when I'm bracing my Kindle like this, there have been times where I've pressed the power button and just turned my book off mid-reading. Whereas this one, power button is on the back, obviously depending on like how you're holding it, it's on the top or bottom. But it's on the back and it's very like recessed in. I don't know if you can really see that, but it makes it so that it's a lot more difficult to accidentally turn this off, which I appreciate. Another thing, obviously, that I love about the Kobo Libra color is the color features. So with this plus the pencil or the stylus, you can easily mark up your books. Woo. And write little notes and whatnot. I was under the impression at first that I actually couldn't highlight with the pencil. That wasn't the Kobo stylus, but you can. You just have to hold down the button. If I can do it. There we go. Look, wow. Highlights. It does take like a second, but you can highlight whatever you'd like. And if you want to erase it, you can do that too. But honestly, I've actually been using the ability to annotate books a lot yesterday and the day before that, because I only got this the other day. But I love that I'm able to like circle and doodle, and oh my gosh, you can write all your little notes and you're not destroying your book because it's easy to erase them and it's an ebook. So you're not like ruining pages. And then I can keep my little pencil right there. The other part of the Kobo Libra color that I'm still playing with, because again, I only got the stylus the other day, so I haven't had a full like week or so to experience it, but is the notebook capability. So I am a type of person who does take a lot of notes. I have a billion notebooks. I listen to a lot of audiobooks and podcasts, and I do a lot of like personal development and trainings and things like that. Having something like this on me that is low tech, where I can still have my notes and I can upload them to a Google Drive, is so freaking nice. I haven't gone into transferring things over to the Google Drive yet and like all of those different capabilities, but I'm super duper excited to try that all out. The fact that that is even an option is awesome. And then if I want to switch back, if I'm like reading something and I want to switch from my notebook to the book I'm reading, I can just swipe down and pop back into my book. So again, it does take like a second to think, but honestly, those are very minor like inconveniences with the waiting. So yeah, so far it's been really good. I've only had to charge it once. I'm at 90% now. And yeah, so the battery like has been decent. It tells me even like what the stylus battery is, even though this isn't a Kobo stylus, which is really nice. Now the main reason, this is the number one, why I personally believe that if you are Canadian, if you live in Canada, Kobo is the choice for you, is because of its capabilities with Overdrive. So unfortunately, in Canada, we cannot read library ebooks on the Kindle, but you can on Kobo. And it is so beautifully integrated. It's so easy to use. It's just awesome. And I've only tried it like a couple times because I am reading Kingdom of Ash and I do own that. So I haven't had time or really reason to check out any library books, other than I did check out Heartstopper to check out like the color situation, which also is freaking fantastic. Obviously with e-ink, you're going to have like not the most vibrant colors like you would on like an iPad, but for something that is a lot nicer on your eyes, the muted colors are just like also kind of a vibe, if I'm being honest. Anyway, so if you're in Canada, get the Kobo because you will then have access to library books. That's point blank, period. Also, we got to keep in mind that this is just my first impressions of this after about a week of usage. We'll see over the next like month or so whether or not I continue to love this as much as I have been. I see my love for this just growing, which is very exciting because I do love my Kindle, but this one just hits different. I don't know. And yeah, the capabilities of being able to like journal or take notes in this, it's just a more all-inclusive kind of situation. So those are my initial thoughts of the Kobo Libra color and a little mini comparison between the Kobo Libra color and the Kindle Paperwhite. So that's it, I think, from me for now. And with that, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Please leave me a comment down below if you watched to the end and if you like this kind of content, if you'd like to hear my thoughts on other tech or just books in general. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it as I work on growing this channel and creating some awesome content for you guys. And I think that's it from me. So I will see you guys in the next one.